Do you ever feel like life is getting too complicated? You're not alone. The average American household has over 300,000 items in it, according to the LA Times. Yet, despite all this stuff, people aren't any happier. In fact, the opposite might be true. A study from the American Psychological Association found that more clutter leads to higher stress and anxiety levels. It's clear, we're drowning in things we don't need. But here's the kicker. Owning less could actually lead to more happiness, freedom, and peace. In this video, we're diving into the world of minimalism. You'll discover why more stuff isn't the answer, how less can unlock a richer life, and how to find your own version of enough. Ready to simplify? Let's explore how minimalism can change your life and your mind, one small step at a time. Chapter 1: The Burden of More: Escaping the Consumerist Trap. We live in a world where having more seems to be the ultimate goal. But is more really better? Consumerism has convinced us that it is. Ads everywhere tell us that we need the latest gadgets, a bigger house, or a flashier car to be happy. Yet studies show that more stuff often leads to more stress. According to a UCLA study, families living in cluttered homes have higher cortisol levels. This stress hormone can make us feel anxious and overwhelmed. Minimalism offers a way out. It teaches us to stop equating happiness with material things. Instead, we learn to focus on what truly matters: experiences, relationships, and personal growth. The reality is, buying more doesn't fill the emotional void. As Joshua Becker, author of The More of Less, puts it, owning less is better than organizing more. He's right. When we stop chasing possessions, we free up time and energy for the things that actually make us happy. A good strategy here is the one-in, one-out rule. Every time you bring something new into your life, let go of something else. This keeps the balance and helps prevent clutter from sneaking back in. Another tactic is a 30-day rule. If you see something you want, wait 30 days. If you still want it after that, it's probably worth buying. Often, you'll find that the desire fades, and you've saved both money and space. Chapter 2: Redefining Success: Chasing Fulfillment Over Materialism. We're often told that success is measured by wealth. Fancy job titles, expensive cars, and big houses have become symbols of making it. But have you ever wondered why so many wealthy people still feel empty inside? A survey by the Journal of Positive Psychology revealed that people who pursue intrinsic goals, like personal growth or meaningful connections, are far happier than those chasing money or status. It turns out, fulfillment doesn't come from what's in our wallets, but from living with purpose. Minimalism encourages us to rethink what success looks like. Instead of asking, "How much can I get?" ask, "How much do I need to live a good life?" The truth is, a simple life often provides more space for what brings genuine satisfaction, like spending time with loved ones or pursuing creative passions. As author Greg McKeown says in his book Essentialism, if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. To start redefining success, list your core values. Is it wealth or is it freedom? Once you know what truly matters, you can start aligning your actions with your values. Another great tip is to keep a gratitude journal. Studies show that writing down what you're grateful for boosts happiness and lowers depression. It shifts focus away from material things and reminds you of what you already have. Take a second to subscribe, and we'll dive straight back into the rest of the video. Chapter 3: The Power of Less: Finding Freedom in Simplicity. Owning fewer things isn't just about decluttering your space, it's about decluttering your mind. Studies from Princeton University suggest that physical clutter can overload our senses, making it harder to focus and process information. Imagine your brain like a computer with too many tabs open. Eventually, it slows down. Simplifying your environment helps free up mental bandwidth. There's also the financial freedom that comes with owning less. Americans spend an average of $1,497 per month on non-essential items, according to a survey by CNBC. That's nearly $18,000 a year spent on things we don't need. Imagine the financial cushion you could build by cutting back. Owning less can lead to more savings, less debt, and more time to focus on what you love. To embrace the power of less, start small. A great strategy is the capsule wardrobe. Limit your clothing to a set number of versatile items. You'll save time and energy each morning, and chances are, no one will notice you've been rotating the same pieces. Another method is the 21-day challenge. For 21 days, try living with only the essentials and see how it feels. You might be surprised at how little you actually need. Chapter 4. Emotional Decluttering. Simplifying the Mind and Soul. Minimalism isn't just about cleaning out your closet. It's about clearing out mental clutter too. Our lives are filled with distractions, from endless notifications to overpacked schedules. A Harvard Business Review study shows that constant multitasking lowers productivity by 40%. The mental overload keeps us from focusing on what matters most. Emotional minimalism helps free up that mental space. It's about saying no to the things that drain your energy. Whether it's toxic relationships, unnecessary obligations, or negative thought patterns, decluttering emotionally leads to a more peaceful life. As author Marie Kondo, known for her method of tidying, says, "The objective of cleaning is not just to clean, but to feel happiness living within that environment." One effective strategy is learning to say no more often. It can feel uncomfortable, but saying no to non-essential commitments is a powerful way to reclaim your time and mental energy. Another technique is mindful meditation. Research from Johns Hopkins University found that meditation reduces anxiety, depression, and even pain. Just 10 minutes a day can help you clear your mind and refocus. In terms of relationships, consider the people you spend time with. Do they uplift you or drain you? As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Emotional minimalism means surrounding yourself with people who support and inspire you rather than pulling you down. Chapter 5. Sustainable Minimalism. The Planet and You. Living simply isn't just good for your mental health. It's good for the planet, too. Did you know that the average American throws away 81 pounds of clothing per year? That's according to the Environmental Protection Agency. When we consume less, we reduce the demand for resources like water, energy, and raw materials. It's a small change with a big impact. Minimalism encourages us to live more sustainably. Instead of buying new, opt for secondhand items or repair what you already have. Fast fashion, for example, is one of the largest polluters in the world. By buying fewer, higher quality items, you can reduce your environmental footprint. As B. Johnson, author of Zero Waste Home, says, "Refuse what you do not need. Reduce what you do need. Reuse what you consume. Recycle what you cannot refuse, reduce, or reuse. And rot, compost, the rest." A great strategy for sustainable minimalism is the buy it for life approach. This means investing in durable, long-lasting products instead of cheap, disposable ones. Not only does this reduce waste, but it also saves you money in the long run. Another tip is practicing meatless Mondays or adopting a plant-based diet for a few days each week. Research shows that reducing meat consumption is one of the most effective ways to lower your carbon footprint. Lastly, consider the idea of digital minimalism to reduce your environmental impact. Streaming videos and cloud storage require massive amounts of energy to power servers. By limiting unnecessary digital consumption, you can contribute to a more sustainable future. Your subscription helps us create more awesome videos. Click that button now.